Hi there. Welcome to Mindful Yoga and Wellness. For today's chair yoga class, all you're going to need is a chair, a few yoga blocks, as well as weights. Now just keep in mind, weights are optional, so I encourage you to listen to your body and what your body needs today. We're going to get started by having a seat in our chair, starting to check in with the body, relaxing the muscles of the body. Start to relax the breath and taking a full body scan, maybe pausing in any areas that you notice a little tension or extra tightness. See if you can make any movements, adjustments on your seat to bring a little bit more comfort to those areas of the body. And taking these moments for you, start to quiet the mind, releasing tension, and start to bring the awareness to the breath. Allowing for a smooth and steady, relaxed and balanced cycle of breath. Start to bring the connection, the awareness to the feet, applying a gentle amount of pressure through both feet, through all four corners of both feet. Start to notice the activation through the tops of the thighs, the quads, and start to bring that belly button a little bit closer towards the spine. As we sit up nice and tall with a beautiful neutral spine, allowing our shoulders to sit directly over hips, just breathe. Taking a moment to create a focus, an awareness, an intention for our practice. Sealing this awareness, this intention with a full cleansing breath. When you're ready, take a deep breath in. Full exhale out. If you've closed the eyes, softly flutter them open. Start to relax the shoulders, maybe even coming into a full shoulder roll. So from here, we're going to make sure that we feel secure and supported on our chair, but we're going to scoot forward just a little bit. My chair right here, as you can see, has some armrests, so I want to make sure that you have some space, if your chair is similar to mine, where you can move the arms comfortably. So again, we're going to start sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders are directly over hips. We're going to inhale, reaching the arms high, palms touch, and as we exhale, we're going to gently lean over to the right side. Stay here for a few moments. So do relax the breath. So on this side, we're going to breathe into the left side body. Remembering to stay firm and balanced, strong through both feet. As we inhale, we're going to gently come back to center. Keep those shoulders relaxed and away from the ears. And then make our way over to the left. You might notice a little bit more opening through the right side body. Let the neck relax. And then as you inhale, slowly make your way back through center. Take a full breath in, lift through the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, slowly lower hands through heart center. Press firmly through the hands. Inhale as you lift, keeping the palms touching. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Maybe the gaze follows this time. Exhale, lower. We're going to do that one more time at your own speed. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Extend the arms out to the side. So reach through the fingertips, making sure you can still see your hands in your line of vision, that peripheral vision here. And as you inhale, we're going to flip the palms up towards the ceiling. Reach those arms high. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Maybe this time the gaze follows. Exhale, lower. 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Release the arms. Roll out the shoulders. So from here, we're going to allow our knees to be hips distance apart. Continue to stay firm and grounded through the feet. We're going to bring our left hand to our left hip, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders over hips. And we're going to slowly bring that right arm up and overhead and making that circle behind, being mindful of the back of the chair. So now lift up and overhead. Turn that thumb away. So now the thumb is pointing forward as you reach down and lower. Good. Now we're going to take those circles opposite direction. So slowly start to lower. Hand by the side. Start to rotate palm away from the body. Reaching that arm up and over. Slow movements here. We're going to do one more full circle. Palm will slowly start to rotate out and back. Release that hand. We're going to bring that right hand to the right hip. Same thing with the left hand. Reach that left arm out in front. The thumb is pointing up towards the ceiling, giving us a thumbs up here. And we're going to reach that hand up and over. Again, being mindful of the chair back behind us. Rotating open. And making a full circle here. One more time. Remember to breathe. Rotating that palm away and then in towards the body. Now from here we're going to rotate opposite direction. So slowly lower, palm is facing the body. Gently rotate that palm out and back. One more time, keeping the core active. Slowly rotate up and over. So bring that hand down to the hip. Maybe shrug those shoulders up towards the ears. Take a full breath in. And let it out. So from here, we're going to open up the position of the legs wider than hips distance apart. Moving any props off to the side if they happen to be in your way. Making sure we still feel grounded through our seat. We are going to allow our knees to track directly in line with our toes. So take notice of the feet, the angling of the feet. The heels will be slightly turned inward, toes slightly turned out. And I encourage you to bring a yoga block with you, placing that block directly underneath the chest. So that's there just in case. You can always omit the block if you find you want to take your forward fold just a little bit deeper. So bring the hands to the top of the thighs, roll the shoulders down and away. We're going to prepare with a full cleansing cycle of breath. So take a deep breath in. And a long exhale out. When you're ready, preparing for our fold, slowly start to guide the elbows towards the midline of the body. Take your fold here, lowering the torso down. Always remembering you're welcome to stay right here, keeping head in line with spine if going lower causes you any discomfort. So I encourage you to listen to your body, listen to your breath. If you find you would like to go lower, slowly start to glide the hands down the length of the legs, lowering down to your depth, perhaps placing the hands on the block or omitting the block completely, bringing the palms of the hands to your mat or the floor. So breathing a little bit more deeply in through the hips. You're welcome to maintain a neutral spine. You're welcome to keep a micro bend in the elbows. One more full cycle of breath here. And then allow that right hand to come directly underneath the chest We're going to bring our left hand to the top of the left thigh, rotating open. So maybe the gaze wants to follow, making sure there is no discomfort in the neck. Take a full breath in here. And a full exhale out. Slowly start to rotate the chest back to center. We're going to place that left hand down, this time bringing the right palm of the hand to the right top of the thigh, rotating open towards the right. Guide that right shoulder back, and maybe the gaze follows. Remembering no compromise in the neck. The neck is relaxed, breath is at ease. Take one more full cycle of breath here. And then when you're ready, start to rotate the chest back to center. Release that right hand down. So if your block is there, you're welcome to come back to that block. We're going to inhale to a halfway lift, neutral spine. And exhale, fold. So either bringing your hands to the hip points or top of the thighs. As you inhale, you're going to slowly come up with a flat back and roll the shoulders away from the ears. So remove that block off to the side. We'll come back to that later. And we're going to guide our legs towards the center. So again, knees in line with hips. So we're about feet, hips distance apart. So from here, we're going to start crossing our right leg over our left, seated figure 4. So staying here, we're not going to take a fold here today. We're going to stay up nice and tall, shoulders directly over hips. However, we are going to take a twist towards our leg. So we're going to come into a seated spinal twist. Inhale, reaching the arms up high. Drop the shoulders on your exhale. So stay lifted here. Then on your next inhale, we're going to rotate towards that right leg. Bring that left hand on top of your right thigh and guide that right shoulder back. So only take the twist as far as your body wants and needs. Use your breath as a guide. Remember, the neck should stay comfortable and relaxed. Breathing into the spine. If you find any discomfort in the right knee, flex through the right foot. Take one more full cycle of breath here. And then when you're ready, slowly start to rotate back through center. Good, so relax the shoulders down and away. We're going to place the hands on the lap, hands on the hips if that feels more comfortable, or just rest the hands on the chair. We're going to start drawing circles with the ankle in your choice of direction to begin. Keeping the breath relaxed, and if you notice, I'm still shoulders over hips. And then we're going to slowly start to rotate in the opposite direction. And relax. We're going to lift our leg up and over, placing that foot down and maybe pedaling it out. Coming into the other side. So we're going to lift our left leg up and over, stacking our left ankle on top of the right thigh. Sitting up nice and tall, feeling grounded through our right foot. So stay lifted through the chest right here. Inhale, reaching those arms up high. As you exhale, lower the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale as we slowly rotate the torso, the chest in line to the left of that left leg. Bringing that right hand down, top of the left thigh, and our left hand comes somewhere behind us. Again, it might be at the top of that seat back. Maybe the hand comes behind the body, resting comfortably on the seat itself. So just listen to what the body needs on this side. Gently guiding that left shoulder back. Again, neck is relaxed and comfortable. Breath is relaxed. Take one more full cleansing cycle of breath here. And out. When you're ready, slowly start to rotate the torso back to center. So from here, we're going to start with our rotations of the left ankle this time, your choice of direction. And then rotate opposite direction. And then slowly relax. We're going to lift that leg up and off and bring it down as we pedal through the feet. So we're going to reach for our weights, and as I mentioned earlier, you can always take this series without weights. I encourage you to listen to your body. So sitting up nice and tall, and again, making sure you feel not only secure in your chair, feeling balanced and stable, but making sure you have some openness where we get through our ranges of motion. So we're going to start with arms out, extended long, and take notice that the shoulders are in line with the wrists. So the weights or the palms of the hands are facing one another, and we're going to slowly lower the weights down. So palms are facing up, and then we're going to lift, palms face down. Lower and lift, lower and lift. So you can notice we're creating basically a basketball size circle with our movements here. Core, our abdominal muscles are active and engaged. Shoulders are relaxed. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come back up to where we started, palms face down. You're welcome to bring the weights together or fists together so they touch. Tiny lift and lift. Adding a tiny little micro bend in the elbows, protecting the elbow joints. Lift and lift for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to flip those palms so they face up and tap, down and tap, up and tap and down. Ceiling and floor, ceiling and floor. For 4, 3, 2, last one. Now from here, we're going to slowly flip those palms up towards the ceiling. Tiny little lift and lift, lift and lift for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring those elbows by the sides of the body, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then extend long as we drive those elbows in and extend. Squeeze them back and in and extend. We're going to speed up that process a little bit on this next one as we come back for 2. Extend for 2. Back, 2. Forward, 2. Back, 2. Forward, 2. Last 2. Last one. Hold back. Tiny little squeeze and squeeze. We're squeezing those shoulder blades together for 4, 3, 2, and 1. So from here, release the shoulders, palms face the midline or the center of the body. So coming into a little bit of shoulder and chest work, we're going to bring those elbows in line with our shoulders as we lift our right arm, and then the left, right, and left, right, and left, right, and left for 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay strong here. We're going to extend our right, then our left, right, left, right, left, right, and left for 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay strong right here. Tiny little lift and lift, lift and lift for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, lower those arms, roll the shoulders. So making sure, again, we have some space, some range of motion here. We're going to hinge from the hips. Very important to keep head in line with spine. So our arms are by the sides of the body. From here, we're going to lift, arms out to the sides, weights to the sides, but again, making sure we can see those weights in our line of vision. Staying active and strong through the core as we lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Keep it going here. Thinking about the muscles of the body that we are activating, working through the shoulders, the upper back. Core is active and engaged. Pressing firmly through the feet still. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, last one, palms face up. Gently start to come back, shoulders over hips. Once again, make sure you can see those weights in your line of vision as we lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, lower. Keep it going here. Press firmly through the feet. Last 4, 3, 2, last 1. So from here, we're going to bring our weights together. We're going to lift our arms up and overhead. So weights are touching. We're going to glue our elbows by the sides of the ears here. And we're going to come into some tricep extensions here. Bending the elbows, weights come from behind the head, and then extend up. Start to slowly lower and extend. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. 4 more. Continue to breathe. Last 2. Last 1. And slowly release. Roll the shoulders. We are through with our weights. So you can place those weights off to the side. So take a little shoulder roll here. We're going to bring our fingertips to the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift those elbows in line with shoulders. Exhale, bring those elbows towards the center. Start to draw some big circles. Continue to breathe. And then when you're ready, start to take those circles opposite direction. Sitting up nice and tall, core is still active. 1 more full circle. And then relax. So hands come down to the top of the thighs, little shoulder roll here. So from here, we're going to bring our block. I know I mentioned we were going to use it again. Well, now's that time. We're going to bring our block in between our thighs. So not in between the knees, but in between our thighs. Now, you are welcome to stay seated for this. We are going to come into an abbreviation of a chair pose. So you're welcome to stay seated, gently hinging from the hips, reaching those arms out in front or reaching those arms overhead, framing the ears with our biceps, pressing firmly through the feet and squeezing the block. Now, if you'd like to come into a standing chair pose, pressing in through the tops of the thighs, coming to standing first. So feet are hips distance apart. We're going to slowly bend the knees as we send the hips back, neutral spine. So no arching through the spine, gently reaching those arms out in front if that's more comfortable in the shoulders, or reaching those arms up and overhead. So really pressing firmly through the balls of the feet. Neck is relaxed, breathing easily here, staying active through the core, active through the quads as we squeeze that block. Continue to breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come to standing. We're going to remove that block and place that block off to the side. So we're going to come into a few standing sequence poses here. I'm going to turn my chair to a side angle so you're able to see what I'm doing a little bit more clearly. You're welcome to keep your chair exactly as it is. Do make sure that you have cleared the space surrounding your chair. So from here, we're going to come into a downward facing dog by gently hinging from the hips, placing the palms of the hands on your seat of your chair and walking the feet back. So now your hips are in line with your ankles, and start to add a micro bend in through the knees, gently lowering the chest down. So find that stretch along the back lines of the legs, along the spine, that opening through the chest, the shoulders. So breathing here. You're always welcome to modify by turning the chair or walking behind the back of the chair. This way, the chest is elevated a little bit higher and you're resting the wrists or the palms of the hands directly on that top of the chair. Again, encouraging a little micro bend in the knees. So just find what works for you. We're going to stay here for a few cycles of breath. And on your inhale, start to slowly lift the gaze. And we're going to bring our hands to the armrests of that chair, gently lifting and then walking our feet to meet our chair. So slowly coming all the way up, hands come to hips, relax the shoulders down and away from the ears. So any of the poses that we take, utilizing the support of the chair is truly to help us with balance. So just know that the chair is there for you whenever you need it. So we're going to start by grounding down through our left foot. We're going to lift our right foot up and place the sole of the foot onto the seat of the chair. From here, holding onto the chair, we're going to bring our left foot back just a bit and allow for a little turn out. So the toes are now at a diagonal. From here, holding on to our chair, we're going to slowly shift forward, allowing our right knee to be directly over right ankle, and then shifting back. So taking a few moments here, gently opening up through the hips. Relax the breath. And then when you're ready, we're going to come to a position where we're staying still, knee directly over our ankle. Now remember, this chair is here for our support, so maybe we're just reaching that left arm up and over. If you feel balanced today, maybe both arms are reaching up and over. Shoulders are relaxed. Breath is relaxed. So you're welcome to add a little micro bend in that left knee. Remember to stay active through the core. From here, we're going to open up to a warrior two. So allow your right hand to glide out in front, left hand behind. Breathing here. And then we're going to lower our right elbow to the top of the right thigh, reaching our left arm up, maybe towards the ceiling, or maybe reaching out in front. Gently rotate that torso open, shoulders stacked, breath is relaxed. And then we're going to slowly return to our warrior two. Take a full cleansing cycle of breath here. And then we're going to bring that left hand forward, and we're going to bring both palms of the hands to the seat of the chair, stepping our right foot down. So we're going to come back into our downward facing dog, taking a few moments here. You're welcome to pedal through the downward facing dog by alternating lifting heels. So listen to what your body needs at exactly this moment. When you're ready, we're going to slowly lift the gaze. We're going to start walking our feet to meet our chair. We're going to inhale, palms are down, coming into that neutral spine, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. So you're welcome to bring now the forearms down to the seat of the chair, micro bend in the knees. Relax the breath. And then inhale, we're going to press in through the palms of the hands, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. We're going to either keep our hands here, pressing ourselves up to standing, or micro bend in the knees, hands come to the hips and slowly rise with a flat back. Roll the shoulders. So from here, we're going to hold on to the arms of the chair, and we're going to step this time our left foot onto the seat of the chair, holding on and maybe guiding that right foot back just a little bit. So we're looking for left knee over left ankle, gently shifting forward and back, creating a little bit more openness and warmth through the hips here. Breath is relaxed. And then when you're ready, if you feel that balance on this side, microbend in that right supporting knee here, you're welcome to bring those arms up and overhead, relax the shoulders. So it's really important to have the alignment with your front knee directly over front ankle. Shoulders are relaxed, activating through the abdominal muscles, so core is active. We're going to open up to Warrior Two on this side. You'll notice my left hand comes out in front, right hand comes behind. So creating that beautiful long line. Remembering the neck should feel relaxed, so allow the gaze to travel anywhere that feels best. Remembering a little microbend in your right supporting knee. We don't want to lock out that knee. From here, we're going to lower our left elbow to the top of the right thigh, left thigh rather. Reach that right hand up and over. Or maybe it's extending overhead, framing your right ear. You'll find a little bit more opening through the right side body. Breathing here. And then when you're ready, returning to that Warrior Two. And then we're going to cartwheel the hands down, framing our left foot, stepping that left foot back to meet the right, coming into a downward facing dog. So making any movements, any adjustments the body might need, a little microbend in the knees if the hamstrings need that. Relax the breath. On your next inhale, lifting the gaze, we're going to walk our feet to meet our chair for a forward fold. So start to slowly lower down, taking our fold. Forearms come down to the chair. We're going to inhale, press in through the palms of the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Again, just like the last time, either pressing yourselves up to standing or bringing your hands to the hips, activating the core, staying with a neutral spine, slowly rise. Relax the shoulders. So from here, we're going to come into a balancing pose known as tree. I'm going to turn my chair so it's facing forward, and I'm going to stand to the side of the chair. So we're going to work on the left side first. So the right side of my body is right next to the chair. So knowing the chair is here for my support if I need this. So we're going to press down firmly through our right foot, coming to the tippy toes of our left foot, gently rotating open through our left hip, and finding what works best on this side. So maybe the left sole of the foot stays low, maybe it works its way a little bit higher. So think about what you need, and the chair is right here for my support. I'm engaging my abdominal muscles, and maybe my left hand stays on the left hip. Maybe my left arm reaches high. Maybe if I feel that balance, maybe both arms are reaching high. And when you're ready, lower down. So lower that left leg down, pedal it out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So this time stepping to the other side of the chair, rounding down through your left foot, microbend in that left knee. We're going to slowly start to rotate open through that right hip and guiding that right sole of the foot somewhere on the inner line of the left leg. Somewhere where you feel balance, and again, you notice I'm holding onto my chair for balance here. Playing around with the positioning of your leg. Maybe raising that right arm up and overhead. Maybe hand stays on hip. Maybe reaching both arms up and overhead. You'll find maybe one side feels a little bit more loving and balanced than the other. Honoring both sides equally. Relax the shoulders. Continue to breathe. When you're ready, release that inside hand to the chair first, and then bring the outside hand to the hip. Start to slowly lower down and pedal through. So we're going to come back to seated on our chair. Once again, bringing our block, we're going to come into one more seated fold, placing that block underneath where the chest will fold. Feet are open a little bit wider than hips distance apart. And if you notice, once again, the heels are turned in and the toes are turned out. This time we're going to bring our arms out to the side. Palms are face down, creating length through the arms. Start to slowly hinge from the hips, keeping with a neutral spine, gently lowering down. And when you're ready, releasing both hands down to your block or the floor or mat, taking your fold, making sure the head and neck feels comfortable. As you inhale, pressing into the block, lifting halfway, neutral spine. Exhale, fold. Now either placing the hands on the top of the thighs or re-extending the arms long, firing up the core as you inhale. Slowly start to rise. Relax the shoulders. So placing that block off to the side. From here, we're going to bring our feet hips distance apart. We're going to cross our left leg over our right. So sitting up nice and tall, we're going to take one more seated spinal twist, bringing that right hand to the top of the left thigh. When you are ready, rotating towards the left, guide that left shoulder back. Again, finding that hand placement that feels good on this side of the body. The neck is relaxed, pressing a little bit more firmly through that right foot. Take a full breath in and a long exhale out. Slowly start to make your way back through center. We're going to uncross the left leg and this time cross the right leg over the left. Again, sitting up nice and tall. Palm of the left hand comes to the top of the right thigh. Start to gently rotate the torso open towards the right. Maybe the hand comes to the side of the chair, the seat of the chair, or maybe you are looping that right arm back behind the top of the chair, guiding that right shoulder back. The neck and breath is relaxed. One more full cycle of breath here. And slowly make your way back through center. Uncross that right leg. You're welcome to take a gentle jog with the legs, little marching knees here. And then relax. So we've come into our final pose known as Shavasana. So I encourage you to scoot forward or back, whatever brings you most comfort, but also allows your feet to feel secure and grounded. So if you need any support underneath the feet, you're welcome to bring your block underneath the feet, sitting up nice and tall, resting the hands comfortably in the lap, shoulders directly over hips. This is a time where the body gets to absorb all of the beautiful benefits from your practice. So I encourage you to take as much time as you wish in your Shavasana, releasing tension in the body, giving the body a chance to rest and restore, and keeping the mind quiet. Stay with that beautiful rhythm of breath you have created throughout your entire practice. Take these beautiful moments for you, these moments of stillness, of peace and quiet. I encourage you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you wish. When you are ready to transition out of Shavasana, start to deepen the breath. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. You're welcome to gently shrug the shoulders up towards the ears as you inhale, and slowly release as you exhale. Closing our practice, perhaps bringing hands to heart center as you join me. The beautiful cleansing breath when you are ready. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale out. Thank you all so very much for sharing your practice with me. I wish you wellness and health. Until next time, namaste. Thank you all so very much. I hope to see you soon.